I just can't get away from a good time.
So I am here with one Mr. Lee Mason, the current cruise director on the Carnival Mardi Gras. And I say current because there's been an announcement this week. I don't know if anybody's heard about it, but the gentleman on my right here has been awarded the Carnival Celebration, and he will bring out the Carnival Celebration in all its glory as the new cruise director, the first cruise director of the beautiful Carnival Celebration. And what kind of emotions must that have been when you found out that you were going to become the cruise director of the Carnival Celebration? That must have been just, I don't even know how to describe it.
It's a huge honor, if I'm honest with you, Coach. It's a big deal to be the first cruise director on a vessel. For personally, right, first of all, on a personal level, to be able to look back and say, I was the first cruise director on that ship is huge bragging rights.
Absolutely.
But professionally, to be trusted to deliver that experience, to be the first person to pioneer that ship, to introduce that product, the new shows, and everything else that's going to be involved in it, that's a huge honor that the company would trust me with a new baby.
Absolutely. And this is the first ship that you will have brought out?
Yes.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is, and I mean, these ships, again, the amount of money. What's it?
Right.
Do you know the amount of money the Carnival Celebration?
Oh,
roughly?
my word, off the top of my head, I don't.
But it's like, I know it's at least hundreds of millions of dollars, right? If not a billion plus or something like that.
I wouldn't be able to afford it.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you could afford it, then I need to look into try to become a cruise director because that's the type of job that I want. But yeah, in all seriousness, as you know, we discussed via Messenger and things like that. This is the first time I've got to experience you on a cruise ship.
Yes.
And you know, when I was doing research on everybody's favorite cruise directors, you know, people kept sending me Lee Mason, Lee Mason, Lee Mason. And I'm like, what is going on with this guy? You know, so I had to look up video and everything like that. And you have fulfilled the hype, you know, you have matched the hype. So I will say, you know, it's just, well, and truth be told, we just came out of the Platinum and Diamond party. And I told Lee, you know, at the conclusion that I've gone to a lot of those, and that is the first one that I loved. There's a part in there. There were so many wonderful stories that you got from the audience members that were Diamond and Platinum. That I mean, they were heartwarming. You know, like I said, I even got almost teary-eyed at one point in the thing because they just shared so much information. Celebration is obviously the sister ship to the Mardi Gras.
Yep.
Christine Duffy has called the Mardi Gras a game changer, and you've obviously been, you know, on the Mardi Gras a ton.
Yeah.
And will be soon departing for a much-deserved break. But in what ways has the Mardi Gras, you think, changed the game and the celebration to follow and the Jubilee after that? How has that changed the game for Carnival and what it offers the Carnival cruisers?
Great question. And much like our very first ship opened up cruising to everybody, that first ship pioneered the fun, right? This ship was called Mardi Gras for a very specific reason, because we were reintroducing fun to our family. We have the only roller coaster at sea on the top of this ship. If that's not pioneering, I don't know what is.
Right.
But also, everything that we had done up until this point had been quite similar. The Conquest class ships, the design, quite similar to the Dream class, which is reminiscent within the Vista class design. There was a very similar model. This ship is so different. The deck layout, the amenities that we offer, the food options. There's so much delicious food on board this ship.
Absolutely.
The center stage entertainment product with aerial performers. It's the first time on a Carnival cruise ship that during a show, you have dancers on the stage and dances in the air above your head.
Right.
It's so exciting. We have 2 comedy clubs. We're here in the Punchliner Comedy Club,
Right.
but we've also got the Limelight Lounge, which is a second comedy venue.
It's amazing.
It is so exciting and so new and so fresh. And I think this ship offers incredible repeatability. A lot of our guests like yourself, you come back time and time again because you know what we are and you've been there, you've seen it, it's familiar, it feels like home.
Absolutely.
Whereas this ship is that big and there's so much to see and do, I personally think you could come back 3 or 4 times and have a very different experience every time, dependent on what you choose to do, where you decide to eat, what you choose to see and do in the day. This ship is very exciting for all of us.
Absolutely, and to your point,
Yeah.
the ship is so different, and I've been on many cruises, and I was intimidated. I don't know if that's the right word.
I can understand.
Intimidated in a good way.
Yeah.
But I was so unfamiliar with the layout and everything. I was kind of getting lost. I mean, it is such a massive ship, and I've been on here a week.
Yep.
I still haven't gotten up to see the boat roller coaster.
What?
I'm going to.
You
I'm going
gotta.
to. But I'm going to be on here next week. That's the only reason I haven't.
Okay, yeah.
If just because I knew I was going to be, but there's just so much to experience and so much
Yeah,
to
there
do, and all the wonderful new bars, the eating venues.
Yep.
I mean, it's just looking forward to the steakhouse tonight. I mean, I know that's on most Carnival ships, but it's it's really a game changer
It really
in
is.
terms of the food and everything else that's new that's offered. And somebody that's an avid cruiser, like myself, that's been on a bunch of Carnival, this is a total new experience. It's a total new experience. The shows, the entertainment, could you tell us about a few of the shows? Because I've seen 2 of the shows that you recommended.
Yep.
The Lovin Vegas, is it?
Yes.
And then yesterday
Voodoo
was
Moon.
Yes, and then I'm looking forward to tonight's, which is I forget.
We Are One.
Yes. Okay. So you obviously know, but those were phenomenal. Those are the best shows I've seen. I was a huge fan of Celestial Strings, which we saw, which was amazing once again. But the aerobatics and the actors and dancers and everything flying through the air. In some of these shows is just incredible, and I feel like that's a game changer as much as anything on this ship.
Absolutely, and that venue, center stage with that huge LED wall that flips and rotates with the different panels that can stow away and open that beautiful panoramic window. Like, technically that space is revolutionary for us.
Right.
And the technicians involved in making the magic happen, I take my hat off to. The shows, Lovin Vegas, bring the bright lights of Las Vegas to our stage, and the song selection is so wide. We go from like Kanye West to Elvis Presley,
and it works,
and it
perfectly
works, right?
Yeah.
And then you add in the aerial performers, like you say, the singers, the dancers, the live band.
Yes.
Now, for the longest time, our playlist productions were done to perform to pre-recorded music. And our guests were like, oh, we missed the days where you had the band. And gradually, we listen, right? Gradually, we introduce live music elements back in. So like Vintage Pop and Celestial Strings have live music elements, and more Cubano, live music elements. And then when we got here, we've arrived at shows with a full band again, with a brass section. So we have live music, live vocals, dancing, aerial performers. It's electric. Voodoo Moon is another level because it's quite theatrical. There is a story there. There's intense character. Whereas I feel like Lovin Vegas is bright and glitzy and there's a lot of spectacle. Voodoo Moon is a little more theatrical. And then tonight's show, We Are One, has such an incredible message at the heart of it. Without spoiling it too much for your audience, because I'd love them to come sail Mardi Gras and to experience the show. But the cast, they go around the world, recognizing and celebrating the different cultures and festivals from all around the world. And their base costume is one sort of like flesh-colored suit.
Okay.
And as they go around the world, they pick up different accessories to represent the different festivals and celebrations. And at the very end of the show, they take those accessories off and the cast stand there just in those flesh-colored suits and they take a bow. And I think it's so beautiful in an artistic way, because to me it says the only thing that differentiates us is our customs and the way we dress. But underneath it all, we're all one. It's such a beautiful piece.
It sounds amazing.
Check it out tonight.
I for sure will.
Yeah.
I will for sure will. I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much for taking the time to share with everybody, you know, your life as a cruise director. And, you know, this week, I mean, just a couple days ago, officially announced the cruise director of the new Carnival Celebration. It's just been wonderful meeting you, and I thank you again so much for taking.
If I can, with one thing before I let you wrap things up.
Absolutely.
2 points. One, I know you, and it was very flattering when you said like top of my class, but there's so many great cruise directors out there. And
Absolutely.
just because I've been given the honor of bringing out Celebration, it doesn't make me any bad than the incredible team that are out there that do such an awesome job.
Oh, sure.
And secondly, and this one is huge, like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you know when this man is posting more videos.
I appreciate that you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Lee. And the amazing Lee Mason, and he's on Facebook, and it's Lee your cruise director. So yeah, definitely. So I'm subscribed. I'm definitely part of that group, and I enjoy all the updates that I get from the Carnival Mardi Gras, and I'll soon be getting updates from the Carnival Celebration. So I can't wait to get those updates. So thanks again, Lee.
Cheers, mate.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right. All right.
All done?
Yes, thank
I just can't get away from a good time.